Yeah, so let's learn how to evaluate an integral of this form cos x to the mth power multiplied by sine x to the nth power. If I say sine x to the nth power, it can also be written as sine. It can also be written this way. And cos x to the mth power is also the same as cos. Is also the same as this. So there we go. Now, whenever you have the integrand as a product of a power of cosine and another power of sine, such that, say m and n, for example, such that n is odd, such that both of them are positive and n is odd. If n is odd, let me write that down. When n is odd, you use the substitution u equals cos x. And when m for man is odd, you use the substitution u equals sine x. Let's take an example. Evaluate the integral of cos x to the fourth power, which can be written as this, times sine x to the third power, which can also be written as this, sine cubed x, with respect to x. Here we can see here that n is odd. We can see here that n is 3 and m is 4, which means n is odd. So we are using the substitution u equals cos x. Now, so given this, let u be equal to cos x. That implies that du is the same as minus sine x dx. And this simply means dx is the same as minus du divided by sine x. Therefore, the integral cos x to the fourth power multiplied by sine x to the third power is this, with respect to x, is the same as the integral of u raised to power 4. We have said u is cos x multiplied by sine x to the third power multiplied by dx, which is minus du divided by sine x. This is the same as u raised to power 4 sine, let me even do this once and for all, minus the integral of u raised to power 4 sine x, sine cubed x divided by sine x is sine squared x. That's u raised to power 4 sine squared x du. and this means minus the integral of u raised to the power 4 sine squared x is the same as 1 minus cos squared x du, and this means minus the integral of u raised to the power 4 times 1 minus u squared, since we know that u is cos x, and this is minus the integral of, when we open the brackets, we have u raised to the power 4 minus u raised to the power 6 with respect to u, and this means minus u raised to the power 5 over 5 plus u raised to the power 7 over 7 plus c, and this simply means minus 1 over 5. Well, let me do this first. Minus u is cos x, that means cos x to the 5th power divided by 5 plus cos x to the 7th power divided by 7, and don't forget the constant c, which is equal to, and this can be written as minus 1 over 5 cos x to the 5th power plus 1 over 7 times cos x to the 7th power plus a constant. Now we take a second example. Evaluate the integral of cos x multiplied by sine squared x with respect to x. Here we can see that n is even. Here this is same as let me just write it this way, cos x, 2. This is just cos x with an exponent 1 or with a power 1. So I want to write it this way just for clarity. And this is m. So n is 2 and m is 1. What this means is that m is odd while n is even. So I already said if m is odd, we use the substitution u equals sine x. So that's how I begin. Let u be equal to sine x. This implies that du is the same as du is the same as cos x dx, and dx is equal to du divided by cos x, du divided by cos x. Now we can rewrite the integral. That means the integral of cos x sine squared x with respect to x is the same as the integral of cos x times u is sine x. So that means cos x times u squared times dx, which is du over cos x. So cos x cancels cos x, and the integral becomes the integral of u squared with respect to u, which means u raised to the power 3 divided by 3 plus the constant of integration c, and this simply means u is cos x, and that means cos cubed x. Sorry, what is u? u is sine x, pardon me, u is sine x. That means sine cubed x over 3 plus c, which can be written as 1 over 3 sine cubed x plus c. So that's it simply. You just make sure you use the appropriate substitution after identifying which one is odd, which one of m and n is odd. Once you do that appropriately, the integration becomes very easy and you get your answer certainly. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the like button as you do so as to get notified as soon as a new video is uploaded. Thank you very much and God bless.